On this episode of See Indonesia, we are joined by our friends from ticket.com in search of giants in Banyuwangi. What kind of giants, you may ask? To be honest, the producers didn't know, but I did. And so when I sent them a proposal, I was expecting it to be turned down. But what do you know? They approved. So join us as we embark on a search to find the mythical.
Come see the giant. Only on See Indonesia.
See Indonesia.
You join us on a trek through the lush, mysterious rainforest of the Alas Purwo National Park, just southeast of Banyuwangi. This 434 square kilometer behemoth is home to a multitude of flora and fauna that can be found nowhere else on this earth. Perfect, I thought, for the starting point of my search for giants. After several hours of trekking, however, I became exhausted and desperate for a place to rest. Luckily, I soon found a clearing, and with that, a place to lay my head.
We found a place to stay, just to rest for a little bit. Let's go look inside and see if they have any available rooms.
What we found was the Jawa Jiwa G-Land Resort, a beachfront luxury glamping eco-lodge. The perfect place then for a well-earned break. This eco-lodge features multiple villas, bungalows, and countless activities that you can engage in, whether you love the beaches or the rainforest. I, however, was exhausted, so I went straight to their accommodation.
Oh, these aren't actually rooms as it turns out. They're more, I don't know if I can call these bungalows. Are they glamping tents really? It's still really nice though. I think perfect still to rest for a little bit. Oh, wow. This is actually so much nicer than I thought it would be because just I'm used to like glamping sites that, even though they are glamping, are still quite back to basics. But this is, I think, pretty luxurious. I mean, just look at all the finishing, all the materials of this place. This rattan and this wood and this leather as well, just so beautiful. And even there, if you look over here, you have this little table here where you can kind of have a dinner, lunch, breakfast, or maybe even conversation with the other guests that you're staying with. And also this really, really beautiful queen-sized bed. I think very meticulously designed as well, because look at the rattan here. I mean, wow. It is just so beautiful how they've managed to shape it like that. It looks very soft. And this must be the bathroom, which I think is just very beautifully set up. I mean, I've never seen a glamping site that has an overhead shower. Yeah, look at that. I mean, you can tell that the overall design of this place is just so well made. It was just so well thought of, because every everything you need to feel comfortable is here, but you still feel like you're in the outdoors somehow, and I think that's such a perfect balance.
The bungalow even features a hanging sofa on the outer decks. Perfect, I thought, for a short moment of contemplation. I failed to find the giants in the rainforest, but perhaps might I find some luck in the seas? And so I thought there was only one way to find out. Luckily, G-Land is known for a certain kind of giant. 5-meter waves, as a matter of fact. And so well known that it's included in the World Surf League event. With its towering waves, it had the potential to host giants of the seas. And I wondered if I could catch one for myself. So, I went to Tiger Tracks Beach, a few kilometers north of the resort, to find out. Sadly, however, the day was turning to dusk, so the tides were not so ideal to surf in. Luckily, I was still able to catch a wave or two, but they were not what I was hoping for. And so, with dusk slowly turning to night, I returned to the beach.
So I just came back from surfing. The waves were a little bit challenging, not because it was like, difficult, but more because they weren't really that good for surfing, to be honest with you. So it was quite difficult to find like a good wave to surf on. But overall, you can tell that this is a really nice beach to surf in, because when you do get good waves, they are genuinely really, really good. They're like massive. I mean, these are even called the tiny ones, so I think the bigger ones are like way over there, close to where the resort is. But yeah, it's really nice though. The water is just cool, very cool.
And with the day over, I returned to the resort. The next morning, I made my way back to Banyuwangi to check in to my next hotel. This is the Cocoon, a 4-star hotel on the southern end of Banyuwangi. And a hotel which can be found on ticket.com, our sponsor for today. In fact, if you're searching for places to stay for your next holiday, why not check out ticket.com? It features thousands of hotels, villas, and apartments. And for viewers of See Indonesia, you can use the promo code TICKET to get a discount of up to 70% plus another 5% up to 500,000 rupiah to save money on your next trip. Anyway, with 163 rooms and suites, the Cocoon is one of the tallest buildings in Banyuwangi. And with a theme of traditional Indonesian luxury, I felt it was the perfect place to plan my next hunt.
Okay. Nice. Now that we've settled in, let's take a look around the property, eh? I think beginning with this really nice kitchen, I should say. Really small table, but fits just enough for 2. As well as a place to make coffee here, and Nescafe, very, very nice. I might make some of that for myself later on, as a matter of fact. The living room, on the other hand, does look quite beautiful as well. Really nice sofa here, and really nice chair over there. I think these two places to sit are perfect to just kind of sit down and think about those giants that I am finding quite hard to find, as a matter of fact. But the challenge continues for us. Now, inside the bedroom, which is connected by just a single kind of like hallway, is, well, first of all, a very, very nice view out into the sea, showing Alas Purwo, where we were yesterday, as well as Bali, as a matter of fact, on that side of the view. If you look at this wall, this, I don't know what to call it. It's kind of like a contemporary but traditional Indonesian design language, really, but I do love it.
Meanwhile, the bathroom features a beautiful bathtub with a floor-to-ceiling mirror behind to create a very spacious feeling experience. They even provided a packet of bath salts, which was very rare for my experience and a very nice touch as well. Other than that, the bathroom also features a customary overhead shower, as well as a sink with an extremely wide mirror above.
And finally, we have the bed. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna get settled down a little bit. I'm gonna take my shoes off here. All right. Okay. Oh, this is comfy. Oh, I needed this. But our mission is not yet over. We still need to look for giants around Banyuwangi. And I think I might know where we can find one, as a matter of fact.
See the beauty only on See Indonesia.
After spending the evening at the Cocoon Hotel in Banyuwangi, we woke up at 12 a.m. sharp. For this morning, we would be searching for giants high up in the clouds at the Ijen Volcano Complex. And at an elevation of nearly 2,800 meters, it would take us nearly 1.5 hours to reach the summit. But luckily, the communities around Ijen had provided a sort of shortcut to reach it.
It feels, it's a very comfortable car, this. I said car, it's a trolley, sorry. And it's being pulled by 2 people up front and pushed by 1 person in the back, so you're pretty much safe really from any kind of slippage, any kind of fall from the trolley, because you have 3 people that's keeping you safe when you're making the ascent on the trolley. Apparently people here call it taxis, so this must be the local taxi of the Ijen volcano. Very nice. Ooh. Ooh.
And 1.5 hours later, we finally made it to the summit. Apart from the sunrise, there was so much more to see.
This is the summit of Ijen. And you can see behind us there's a bigger mountain over there. That's actually called Merapi Ungut Ungut, if I'm not mistaken. And over there you can see Ranti, and on the other side, over there, you can see Raung, just over there. Whew. Not gonna lie, this is probably the scariest PTC, scariest piece of camera I've ever done, because right next to me on the left over here is this massive like cliffside that falls into like a lake, a blue sulfur lake. So it's a little dangerous, but the view is just absolutely worth it. We are literally surrounded by giants right now. Not the kind of giants I was looking for, that being said, but still very magnificent giants nonetheless.
Now, apart from the cool mountain air and its beautiful panoramic view, Ijen is also known to provide resources.
Now, because Ijen is so rich in sulfur, it's very well known as a place where local communities mine and gather sulfur ore. Which is why I'm wearing this mask actually, because the smell of sulfur in this little crater is unbelievably strong. It's unbearable. It's like as if 100,000 rotten eggs decided to break in front of us right now. Now, as you can see, I'm wearing a mask, but they're not. In fact, they're barely wearing any safety equipment, which is why this job in Gunung Ijen is known as one of the most dangerous in the entire world.
And so, after an hour of enjoying the view at the summit, we descended and returned to Banyuwangi. Here, we checked in to our next hotel, the Aston Banyuwangi, which was kindly provided for us by Ticket.com. A service that features thousands of hotels, villas, and apartments. And for viewers of See Indonesia, you can use the promo code TIKETXCINDO to get a discount of up to 70% plus another 5% up to 500,000 rupiah to save money on your next trip. Anyway, just before I went to my room, I felt the need to treat myself. Luckily, for all of my physical ailments, my knee especially, that I quite strained from the climb up Ijen, Aston Banyuwangi does provide a very nice spa and massage facility. I am in absolute heaven right now because they are currently providing me with a traditional Javanese massage. in the midst of my very, very deep sleep, I was woken up by the sound of a rolling camera.
How'd you get into my room? Okay. Good morning. I fell asleep watching TV last night, and look what it can do. Nice. Ooh, they very kindly prepared breakfast for me as well. I'm having cake today, apparently. Delicious.
Apart from the snazzy TV setup, this particular unit features a rather plush sofa and a lounge chair in the living room. It also has a large bathroom featuring a double vanity, an extremely wide mirror, a massive bathtub with a beautiful marble wall, and of course the customary overhead shower. But really the best thing about this room is the view.
Nice. Now I heard from a rumor that giants can be found in this city, as a matter of fact. But I'm not really sure where to start. I mean, the buildings here, apart from this hotel, are quite low. I don't see where they can be hiding, really. But if the rumors were to be true, I think the best way to look for it is to just kind of walk around and see what we can find, explore a little bit.
And so, I scoured through the streets of Banyuwangi in search of giants. But after hours of grueling search, I became desperate and asked for directions from a mysterious man that was most definitely not a driver who we asked to act for us.
I've been on the streets for a few hours now, but I haven't been able to find the place yet. But I did get a leak from someone who mentioned that I should keep going this way and just follow the music. Although I'm not really sure what music they meant by that, because I haven't heard any kind of music at all.
Eventually, I heard music that gradually became louder and louder, until I stumbled upon a dance studio. And inside of this dance studio were the giants that I had been searching for days to find. These giants were soldiers being sent into battle. On the way to the front lines, one of them found treasure, but decided to keep it all for itself. The others, however, soon found out, and thus began a clash of greed. Until suddenly, out of nowhere, appeared a threat. And so, the soldiers put their differences aside and once again banded together to defeat their common enemy. And in a moment of trance, I ran in and joined their fight. And thus, after days and days of adventures, and after searching through the mysterious forests, the beautiful seas, and the tall mountains above, my journey in search of giants in Banyuwangi